Hello, seventh graders. Welcome to 6.5. Today we're going to talk about discounts and markups. One of my favorite topics to talk about because I feel like it is so applicable to real life. Anytime we're dealing with discounts and markups, I'm talking a lot about shopping, and can be fun to talk about buying things, especially things that you're interested in. Um, But these are things, discounts and markups are things that you see all the time when you're out shopping and you're being a consumer and you're looking to buy something, whether it's a car or whether it's a video game or whatever it might be. You see discounts and markups very frequently. So it's a good idea. It's nice to be able to calculate and know how to calculate discounts and markups. So you know how much you're saving or how much you're spending. For our learning target, it's I can write and solve equations to solve problems involving discounts and markups. And let's define a discount and a markup right away. A discount is a decrease in the original price of an item. So a lot of times we're thinking about when things are on sale. Okay, they are discounted or cheaper than the original price. And then a markup. Markups are when a store charges more money than what they pay. The increase from what the store pays to the selling price is called a markup. So, for example, let's say, one of my favorite stores is Scheels. Scheels buys items, let's say shoes. They buy their shoes from Nike. Let's say Nike charges them $80 for a pair of shoes. Scheels will charge maybe $100 so that they can make $20 on that pair of shoes. If Nike charged Scheels $80 and then Scheels sold them for $80, well, they wouldn't be making any money. That would be a wash. So they do need to make some money to pay their employees as well. So to make a profit, that's why they charge a little bit more. That is called the markup. All right, that's just good business right there. Let's see some examples today about discounts and markups. Example 1 wants us to find a sale price. It says the original price of a video game is $35. What is the sale price? So originally, this would be on the shelf, and you would see it would be $35 regular price. But then notice that it's got this sticker on it for 25% off. How can you calculate what the sale price is? Okay, well, there's a couple different ways to do this. But first, what I want to do is I want to find the discount. And write that in. So first, find the discount. How much the price has decreased off of $35. To find that, I'm thinking to myself, the discount is 25% of that total, which is $35. Right? It's 25% of $35. So I'm going to go back to last section and I'm going to use the percent equation. A equals P times W, where A is the part, P is the percent, times W, which is the whole. What do I know and what am I trying to find out? Well, I know my percent is 25%, so I'm going to change that to a decimal, 0.25, times the whole. I know the original price is $35. That will give me the part, or in this case, I'm finding the discount. Yeah, so let's do that together here. 0.25, 25% of 35.25 times 35 would give me $8.75. And realize what we found. This is the discount. That means I get $8.75 off of the total, which was 35. So, got to be careful. The question asks for the sale price. To find the sale price, I take my original and I subtract my discount. Okay? So if I were to take $35 and subtract $8.75, my sale price would equal, let's see here, $26.25 would be the sale price. You get $8.75 off. Okay, so that's one way to calculate that, is to find what 25% of 35 is and then subtract that from the original price. That's one method. Now that's not the only method. You can do that another way. I'm gonna erase here, and I'm gonna show you that you can take another method to this if you would like. Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought. Okay, the other thing that you can do is you can think about it this way. If we know that we're getting 25% off, the question I would ask you is, what are you actually paying? Well, if you were to pay full price, it'd be 100%, but you get 25% off. So you actually pay 75% of the original. Okay, so think about it this way. The sale price is 75% of the original, which is $35. Okay, so let's take 75%, which is the same thing as 0.75 of, and math means multiply. So let's take 75% times our whole. So 0.75 times 35 would give me $26.25. Notice that's the same as we got for the first method. Okay. This, when we took 35 and we subtracted 875, we got the same answer by doing it and asking ourselves, what is 75% of that? Now let's just kind of double check a few things here to make sure that that makes sense and that we can reason that. I'm going to use a double number line here. Okay. And I'm going to say that I know that my original total was $35. And then I'm going to compare percents. Okay. Well, $35 would be 100% if I paid the original price, right? Let me ask you this. If you got it for 50%, what is 50% of 35? Well, how could you go about finding that? Well, 50% is half. So what is half of 35, or 35 divided by 2? Well, that would be $17.50. Okay. Well, if I wanted to know 25%, 25% is half of 50%. So I could find 25% of 35 by taking half of my half. 25% is half of the half. So what is 1750 divided by 2 then? Because this represents half. 25% half of that half would be 875. Well, that's exactly what I got before. Okay, 875 is the discount. That's how much money I get subtracted from my total. So it's reasonable, it makes sense. All right, hopefully showing you those three methods made at least something click and hopefully understand. But if you need more help, please just ask. Go ahead and pause the video now for the try it. Okay, it says the original price of a skateboard is $50. That's the original. The skateboard is on sale for 20% off. What's the sale price? I'm going to use method 2 here. I'm going to say that if I know it's 20% off, I'm actually paying for 80% of it. If it's 20% off, because 100% minus 20% off gives me 80%. So I'm just going to find 80% of my total. So I'm just going to take 0.80 and I'm going to multiply that by 50. Okay? And when I do that, I would come up with $40. Let me know if you have more questions on that one. Maybe you did method 1. Hopefully you came up with the same answer. But if not, I'll be glad to help. All right. Example 2 asks for the original price. Okay, so it tells us that these cleats that we're buying are 40% off of the original. And now we're only paying $33. How can we find the original price? Okay, well, let's think about it this way. The sale price is 100% minus the 40%, because we got 40% off of the total, which is 100. So that means that would be 100% minus 40%. It is 60% of the original price. Okay. Next question we need to ask ourselves is, this $33 that we paid is 60% of what number? Okay, let's write that down. 33, which is the amount we actually paid, is 60%, because that's how much we actually paid, of what number? Okay, I'm going to use the percent equation again. A equals P times W. I have keywords here. Remember, 33 is that keyword to tell you 33 is the part. So 33 equals my percent. I know the percent that I'm paying is 60%, so 0.60 times the whole. Okay, so I'll just divide each side by 0.60 to find my whole. Let's do that here together. 33 divided by 0.60, 6/10 or 61/100 gives me $55. So the original price was $55. We got it for 40% off. Now, if you wanted to check that, you just work in reverse, just like we did for the previous example. So if we were to take our whole and multiply that by what we're paying, we're actually paying for 60%, it should get our part. And that's exactly what we paid. Okay, go ahead and move on to the try problem. Okay, the try it says, the discount on a DVD is 50%. It is on sale for $10. What is the original price? So same as this example up here, the discount is 50%. So we pay 50%, right? If it's on sale for 50%, then we're only paying for 50%. So the question we need to ask ourselves is, $10 is 50% of what number? Just like in the previous example. So I'm going to use my percent equation, and 10 is my part, 0.50 is my percent, times W, and I'll just divide each side by 0.50. Remember, dividing by 0.5 is the same as dividing by half, and remember, dividing by fractions is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So dividing by half is the same as multiplying by 2. 10 times 2 would give me $20. And that makes sense, because if it's on sale for 50%, what's 50% of 20? What's half of 20? $10, and that's what we paid. All right, we'll go on to the last example here. Kind of similar to what I was talking about before with the markups, when a store buys a product from a company and then sells it for a little bit more so that they make the money. It says a store pays $70 for a bicycle. What is the selling price when the markup is 20%? So, one way to do this would be to use the percent equation. And the markup is 20% of what we bought it for. So I'm going to find the markup first. So I know my percent is 20%. And I know my whole, I know I purchased it for $70. Okay, so when I take 2/10, something clear, and I multiply that by my whole, whoops, I did something wrong there. 0.2 times 70 gives me 14. So that means my markup is $14, because 20% of the total, 20% of 70 is 14. Now, it asks for the selling price. So if I pay $70 for it and I mark it up 20%, or I mark it up $14, how would I find my selling price? Well, I just need to add that original $70 of what I paid for it. So 14 plus 70 would give me $84 is what the price tag would be on the bike. Because then I would make $14 off of it. I made 20% of it. Okay. Now there's lots of different ways. Again, you could do that, but this is my preferred method, and that's what I would recommend to do, is use the percent equation, find how much the markup is, and then add that to the price that the store paid for it to find your selling price. All right, that does it for markups and discounts. Let me know if you have more questions. Thanks for checking out this video. I'll see you guys later.